pay attention, and laugh, okay? Go ahead and bring them up now. You guys keep it going. Everybody in here for the very funny Mr. Markus. Mr. Markus.
Hello, everyone. Hello out there in the internet world, wherever you're at. Please put your pads back up. I appreciate it. You know, being on a talk show, I got to run this down. Being on the talk shows, I immediately think of the late night talk shows. Luis, maybe one day you're going to be, I don't know. The last black person to have a talk show was Magic Johnson. That didn't go well. But I'm not racist. I'm just being truthful here. Yeah. Yes, so of the talk shows that I recall or can remember, I always remember Jay Leno. You know, Jay Leno, or as some people like to refer to him as the Chin. That's a cool name. But, you know, I'm one of those people who likes to watch Jay Leno and just pick out the nuances of the Chin. It's funny, when he tells a joke and it's not going over well, I've noticed this, he becomes, Curly from the Three Stooges. And I will demonstrate for you. So Britney Spears had another kid. She hasn't given it a name yet, but I'm betting on the name Skidmark. That's actually a joke I wrote, didn't go over well. So I said, you know what? Jay Leno would be perfect for that joke. Going from one talk show host to the next, let's talk about David Letterman. We all love David Letterman, or we pretend to love David Letterman. Probably the best part about David Letterman is you notice after a while that he's not even paying attention to a word Paul Schaefer is saying. You know, yes, and this is, or is it that Paul Schaefer isn't even paying attention to what David is saying? They've worked together for what, 20 some odd years now. You can start to get bored of a person. I've grown that in my 22 years. But enough about my life. David Letterman, Paul Schaefer, and this is what I'm proving to you, that they don't talk. They barely understand each other. So Paul, I took the wife to dinner last night. Yeah, that's good, Dave. Yeah. Paul, you're not even listening to me, are you? Not a word. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play America's 5th fastest growing game show. Let's put a dildo up Paul Schaefer's ass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? You have no idea how many nights I've stayed up just rehearsing that laugh. It's just being an asshole, basically. It's David Letterman being himself. Knows he has a big ego, so he's been on television 25 years. He can act like an ass. That's what I say. So, what movies have we seen lately? Anybody go out and see Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider, this Nicolas Cage movie? No? I guess we missed that one. But like the other 100 billion people who saw it didn't come to the studio tonight, that's fine. No, that's cool. I love Nicolas Cage. He's probably one of the most interesting actors to watch. He has so many nuances. It's crazy. You stay up nights watching his films, and you pick up on his nuances. His Nicolas Cage. I'll give you an example of a typical Nicolas Cage nuance. Okay, he does this, and he just loses it, and he likes to correct people. So this is my impression of Nicolas Cage checking out at a grocery store. Paper or plastic, Mr. Cage? Plastic, actually. Okay, paper! Yes, I have some friends at work that are just going to love to hear that impression for the billionth time. Yes, but it's okay. Nicolas Cage, he's going to be around forever. Why do I know that? Because his name is Nicolas Cage, and, well, everybody loves him. He's kind of like roaches. They just will never go away. I don't know where I was going with that joke. Nicolas Cage. You know what I'd love to see? Nicolas Cage and Chris Rock in a buddy cop movie together. I'm working this out in a screenplay. Probably going to take it to Los Angeles and drop it in some producer's car or something. But real quick, here's Nicolas Cage and Chris Rock in a buddy cop movie. Nicolas Cage will be playing hours. Chris Rock will be playing minutes. Look, minutes, I've had enough of you. I can't handle this anymore.
You know, I never understood why the hell you hate me so much. What's the deal? Is it because I'm black? Is it because I'm black?
No, it's not because you're black. I just don't like having partners. That's why I've been divorced and married and divorced about 5,000 times.
Yeah, I heard the story. Didn't like it the first time.
That's basically it, you know. Thank you. Where else can we go in this slew of celebrity impressions? I know, Dr. Phil. We all love Dr. Phil. I love Dr. Phil. You love Dr. Phil. Or at least we pretend to like Dr. Phil. Basically what Dr. Phil does, he goes on TV every day, pretends to give people advice, and, you know, he's Oprah's lapdog. That's enough. That's enough to be working every day. I recently watched an episode of Dr. Phil where he helped people spice up their love life, and I was amazed by that because looking at Dr. Phil, you don't think he's too wild in bed, so where's he getting all this sexual advice? And then you look at his wife, Robin, and you're like, she's not a looker either. So where is she getting this wildcat mentality, and why is she giving it to him, or vice versa? But I love the advice that Dr. Phil could give someone that needing sexual help of some kind. Well, you got to realize that the man has the penis and the woman has the vagina. And when you put those two together, you can make a baby. Really? I never knew that. Wow, Dr. Phil, you've put me on a path that I will never get off of. If you're going to have sex, you better wear a condom, because if you don't, you're going to soon find a seafood platter in your underpants. I'm talking about crabs, folks. Dr. Phil. Love to be Dr. Phil. Love to be bald, mustache, and, you know, be considered an icon. Should I go back to Dr. Phil, or should I go back to David Letterman? Because he's about the same. I don't know. Well, if I go from Dr. Phil, I could go to anyone, really. I could go from Dr. Phil to nowhere, because I'm about out right now. You work a 9-to-5 job, ladies and gentlemen out there. I know I have some friends out there watching. It's tough to stay up this late. I don't know what time it is, but I was supposed to go to bed about an hour ago. But I'm not going to dwell on that much more. I don't really need to. But here you go. George Bush. Let's talk about George Bush real quick, because he's, you know, whenever I blank, I think of George Bush because he's sort of a draw blank. See how I worked that one around, Luis? Yes. You don't learn that working. Yeah, I don't know. George Bush. I'm on a roller coaster. Come on. Yes. George Bush just got back from spring break, as I like to refer to it as, because he just got back from Latin America, or as he likes to call it, Africa. Don't know why he calls that Africa. But, you know, I'm not the president, and he can't read above a third grade level. God, I screwed that joke up. Maybe I need to go back to third grade. You know, the craziest thing is, though, is he acts stupid. He acts like the dumbest fucking person I've ever met. You know, but he has that evil genius side, like it's all an act. You know, like I'm sure Larry the Cable Guy isn't, you know, redneck who bangs his sister. In the sense of George Bush, I think it's all an act, simply. It's an act in the sense that he got a 1425 on his SATs, and I only got a 925, and I can say the word nuclear. Yeah. That's nuclear, Mr. President. Are you watching? I know you are. Well, that's going to be my my little banter here, and I'm going to kick it over to Luis because he's going to take me over there. We're going to carry this roller coaster on. Woo! Thanks.